Alright lads, welcome back to another episode of my Rangers career mode on FIFA 18. This is episode 42, and as you can see the league table, we've actually got a title race this season, only 2 points ahead of Celtic with 7 games remaining. So who's going to come out on top? We've got 4 games coming up, let's get into them. So first one is at home to Motherwell. Ponce on the ball, plays it through to Discord. Discord has a shot in straight away, 23rd minute. We are 1-0 up, and great start, great assist by Ponce and good finish by Discord. I really do love Discord and like Van Moorseel, just players who have came through the youth academy and they're actually scoring and assisting and playing well. You know, you do get a good feeling in career mode when that happens. But yeah, they had a chance just before the half time, but on to the 47th minute, Solanke goes on and puts that one top bins, and he scored a couple of them just outside the box and putting them into the far corner. And yeah, he's not been as influential as I thought he might have been, but he has came up with the odd goal, which has been important. So yeah, 2-0 up at home to Motherwell. We'll get a couple replays on that one because that was a really good finish. See Edwards with the pass into Discord back to Solanke, cut inside and bang. I mean, he didn't even get much power against behind it. He just like kind of guided it into the top corner. But that is us 2-0 win at home to Motherwell. Good start. I think they're bottom of the table, so should have been a comfortable win anyway. Solanke away to Dundee now, and Solanke played it on to Morelos. I think she had a shot deflected to Edwards, and Edwards got a penalty for that. It was a bit of a weird one. I skipped the replay. I didn't actually mean to, but Watson is not going to hit this penalty. It is going to be Solanke because he's got the best stats, so that's just how I decided. Maybe could have been Edwards because he won it, but Solanke puts that one to the keeper's right, and that is us 1-0 up. And I do think that the penalty glitch has fixed itself, because a while ago it was impossible for me to save a penalty or score a penalty, but that seems to be fixed, so I'm happy with that. Dundee with a good chance there, but Dragowski came up with a good save. 15th minute now, Morelos going through two defenders, cut inside on his left, has a shot, and he hits the post and it deflects off Solanke out for a goal kick. So unlucky there. Now we have a goal kick. Pereira wins the header. Solanke then gives it on to Morelos. Morelos holds it up, gives it through to Pereira. The defender moves out the way for him, and Pereira has an easy shot there. That's easy for him anyway. And we are 2-0 up away to Dundee in the 17th minute. Looks like we could go on to win 4 or 5 this game, but 42nd minute still no other chance up until now, as Askakbar gives up to Solanke. Solanke to Morelos, back to Solanke, back to Morelos. Morelos has a shot in the volley, hits the post yet again. He's hit the post twice in this one half. Now into the second half, Pereira with the rainbow flick goes for the shot but gets deflected, comes to Morelos, plays it through to Solanke, and he gets taken out, and that is another penalty. Scott Bain, who now plays for Celtic, has given away Dundee's second penalty of the day, and we have a chance to go 3-0 up and secure our win and move on to the next game. So it's going to be Solanke again. I mean, he did actually win it this time, so it is in that sense fair that he took it, but going by that logic, Edwards should have taken it, but it doesn't matter because Scott Bain made up for his error and saved the penalty. That was actually a better penalty than the one that Solanke actually scored, so the fact that the keeper saved it was fairly unlucky for Solanke. But Audio now winning the ball in midfield. Discord on the ball, plays it through to Morelos. Morelos takes a touch, has a shot, and there we go. 69th minute, and we are 3-0 up. That is our win secured. 3 points in the back pocket, and yeah, there we go, full time. On to the next game. So that's 6 points out of 6 so far. The game thinks because we're top after the first bit, the pre-split, it thinks we've won the league, but we haven't, so I just skipped those celebrations obviously because we've not won the title yet. That's just, it's stupid how they don't understand that, they do understand it, they just don't fix it so that it works properly. But yeah, Scottish Cup, and we go 1-0 down against Hearts. They were so against it when I play. And yeah, this is Scottish Cup semi-final, so we're not looking to get another replay because we got one against Kilmarnock, which was definitely not needed, and we went on and thumped them in the second leg. But now, who's this? Noviak losing out to Pereira, and what a gift of a goal. I was worrying that we would end up having to like be scrapping for a goal in the later stages of the second half to try and get an equaliser, but they gifted us one right at the start of the second half, which was a real gift, to be honest. And now Morelos turning his man, he goes into the box now, cuts back onto his left, swings it in back post. Watson is there, he's gonna give it back to Solanke. Solanke has a shot, but McLaughlin has a decent save there. Now Pereira on the ball in the 65th minute up to Askakbar. Askakbar over to Morelos. Morelos gives it through to Edwards. Edwards on his bike, cuts inside on his left, gives it over to Watson. Watson with time, takes a touch, has a shot. There we go, 2-1 up, and Watson and Edwards linking up well, the two wingers, to get us 2-1 up. 86th minute, chance to secure the win for Morelos, and there we go, it is a block by the defender. Could have went 3-1 up, but we didn't. Now, Stockton leading the counter-attack for Hearts. He's got too much pace for Delight. It looks as if Delight isn't even sprinting, but he goes into the box, gives it to Curry, and he puts it into the back of the net, posting in. And after a chance of making it 3-1, they go and make it 2-2. So extra time is going to be upon us, unfortunately for us, as we don't need it. We don't need the tired legs going into the end of the title race. But Van Moorsdale on the ball, 99th minute, gives on to Watson. Watson gives it to Morelos, who cannot control it, but they give it away. Morelos wins it again, up to Pons. Pons turns his man, gives it to Van Moorsdale. Van Moorsdale cuts it back to Ponce. Ponce with an open net. There we go, 3-2. In the 101st minute, Hearts are broken. Unless, I mean, they've got 20 minutes to get our goal, but we're 3-2 up. Hopefully we can hold on to it this time, and there we go, we can. So we're through to the final of the Scottish Cup. We failed to do that last year as Hibs knocked us out in the semis. We've beaten their Protestant counterpart and went through to the final. So up against Ross County in the penultimate league game in this episode, and Pereira takes it down, gets the luck of the bounce, but he can't keep the shot down. Morelos now on the ball, gives it to Ponce. Ponce turning with the ball, giving it to Discord. Discord getting there before the defender, cuts inside on his left, has a shot, keeper saves it. Watson now can't keep that one in, and that went out for a corner. And from the corner, Watson's going to be swinging this one in into Alderete, who's there with the header. The big man from the back puts us in the lead, 1-0 up, 40th minute, and we could be looking at our 4th win on the bounce. Or actually, I can't remember how the last game of last episode actually ended, but we could be looking at 4 out of 4 in this episode. Ponce now in the ball in the 43rd minute, has a shot and he hits the bar, so unlucky there. Morelos onto Discord, and Discord completely mishits that. That was very poor from him. But now Morelos onto Ponce. Ponce now looking for, that is Watson out in the left wing. He's very tired, has a shot with his left, and that is a very poor effort for an 85 rated player. Watson is. That is insane, and he's missing that. But now Ross County on the attack. It is Mackay to lead the attack. He goes by Delight and slots that one into the back of the net by Dragowski. Completely against the run of play. We're conceding so many goals against the run of play, which are, I mean, in the last game it took us on to extra time, and in this game we're now drawn. 88th minute, Van Moorsdale goes through, wins the ball, has a shot, but the keeper comes out and saves it, and then he just dribbles out the park. 90th minute now, and that's going to be full time, so we dropped 2 points at home to Ross County, but Celtic lost 2-0 to Hamilton. So I think we are now 3 points clear of Celtic into the final game of the episode against Hamilton. And but Miles Bierman, what are you doing? What type of shot was that? That was such a poor shot. But now Leon for Hamilton, giving up to David Templeton, the former Rangers player, bombing down that left wing, swinging in to Tierney, and he puts it into the back of the net. Not Kieran Tierney, R Tierney, I don't know what his first name is. R Tierney puts it into the back of the net, and we're 1-0 down against Hamilton. Could Hamilton do the same what they've done to Celtic? Beat them, of course, and hopefully not. We've still got 70 minutes to salvage for something from this game. Solanke gives it to Van Moorsdale. Van Moorsdale 1-on-1, has a shot, but the keeper is equal to it. And I noticed Van Moorsdale misses quite a few chances. Maybe his finishing isn't the greatest, but Templeton on the ball for Hamilton again into Tierney, or Tierney, gives it into Kaneko. Kaneko on the edge of the box, turns his man, has a shot, and Dragowski pulls out another great save. Tierney on the ball, up to Leon up to Kaneko. Kaneko, I don't know what Science is doing, but he goes through and he hits the post. So Hamilton were the better team in this game, I'll admit that. But Science down the ball from a goal kick, gives it up to Odgia up to Bierman turning, giving it through to Philip Menz, the youth player who I did play because I had to play a rotated squad. Philip Menz going into the middle of the park. He then goes onto his right foot, has a shot, and he hits the bar. Like, it's so unlucky. It's into the second half. Solanke goes by his man, cuts it back to Van Moorsdale, and what a poor shot that was. Van Moorsdale with another great chance missed. And now from the goal kick, Woods is going to take his time here, obviously. He punts it up, and then with time to turn, Leon gives it on to Shota. Shota over to Romero and to Greg Doherty, who should be with us now. But Tierney gives it on to Doherty again. Doherty through to Romero, who is 1-on-1 now. And Dragowski yet again with another great save. Now the Hamilton keeper, Woods, kicking up for another goal kick. Delight is going to win that one. On to Solanke. Solanke turns his man and gives it through to Pereira. Pereira in the box looking for an option. Swings it in back post to Discord with the touch and through the legs of the keeper. There you go. There is one each. 75th minute. And we've got 15 minutes to get a win. But we're not going to get that. It's a 1-1 draw. And we're going to have a look at the league table and the fixtures coming up next episode. So we are 1 point ahead of Celtic, 3 games left. We've got Aberdeen, Hibs and Celtic. It's going to be a huge episode next episode. So hope you guys enjoyed it. If you like, please leave a like. And I'll see you all next time. Bye.